You don't make billions by following the rules. And you definitely don't shape global politics from a newspaper stand. But that's exactly where Sheldon Adelson started. Long before the private jets, the casino empire, and the political power, Adelson was just a scrappy kid from Dorchester, Massachusetts, selling newspapers on the corner to help his immigrant parents make rent. This is the story of a man who gambled big, not just at the tables, but with his life, and won. I'm Jim, and this is History Decoded. Chapter 1. The Dorchester Hustler. Sheldon Gary Adelson was born in 1933 in a poor, working-class Jewish family. His father was a Lithuanian cab driver, his mother a knitting shop worker. They lived in a cramped walk-up apartment in Dorchester, a gritty Boston neighborhood. By age 12, Sheldon was renting a license to sell newspapers on a street corner. By 16, he borrowed $200 from his uncle to start his first vending machine business. He didn't have connections. He didn't go to Ivy League schools. He had grit, and that's something no amount of privilege can buy. Chapter 2. Failing Forward. In his 20s and 30s, Adelson cycled through over 50 businesses, windshield defrosters, toiletry kits, mortgage brokering, charter tours. Most of them failed. But Adelson treated failure like tuition, expensive but educational. Then, in 1979, he struck gold. He launched COMDEX, a trade show for the emerging computer industry. Back then, tech was still nerd territory. But Sheldon saw the wave coming. COMDEX exploded into one of the biggest trade shows in the world, drawing Apple, IBM, Microsoft, and more. By the early 90s, he sold COMDEX for $862 million in his personal cut, over $500 million. But he wasn't done. He was just getting started. Chapter 3. Betting on Vegas. In 1989, Adelson bought the crumbling Sands Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. It was a nostalgia act, a place once visited by Sinatra, now overshadowed by newer resorts. But Adelson had a different vision. He didn't see Las Vegas as just a place to gamble. He saw it as a business destination. He bulldozed the Sands and built the Venetian, a $1.5 billion mega-resort modeled after Venice, Italy. Gondolas, marble columns, canals, all with a convention center bolted on. The formula was simple. Let business people come to conventions by day, and gamble, eat, and party by night. Genius. Chapter 4. The Real Jackpot. Macau. In the early 2000s, Adelson went global. While other American moguls clung to Vegas, he saw a new opportunity. Macau, the only place in China where gambling was legal. Most thought it was a risky move. Adelson went all in. In 2004, he opened the Sands Macau and made back his entire $265 million investment within a year. He followed it up with the Venetian Macau, the biggest casino in the world. And with that, Adelson wasn't just a billionaire. He was a kingmaker in the global gaming industry. Chapter 5. Buying the Game, Politics and Power. But what made Adelson truly different was what he did off the casino floor. He poured money into politics, more than almost anyone in U.S. history. He backed George W. Bush, then Mitt Romney, and eventually became one of Donald Trump's most important donors. From 2010 to 2020, Sheldon and his wife Miriam contributed well over $500 million to Republican causes. His single biggest priority, Israel. Adelson was a fierce defender of Israeli interests. He funded birthright trips, built medical centers, supported Jewish education, and backed right-wing Israeli politics. He even owned Israel Hayom, a pro-Netanyahu newspaper. To his critics, he was trying to buy democracy. To his supporters, he was defending his people. He didn't care what they thought. He said, "I'm against very wealthy people influencing elections, but as long as it's legal, I'm going to do it." Chapter 6. Controversy and Criticism. Adelson wasn't a warm public figure. He was litigious, combative, and fiercely private. He clashed with unions. He fought journalists. He sued competitors and critics. He funded anti-marijuana campaigns, supported surveillance policies, and once said Palestinians were an invented people. His views were hardline, and he never apologized for them. But even his enemies respected one thing: the hustle, the grind, the refusal to lose. Chapter 7. Legacy of a Billionaire. Sheldon Adelson died in 2021 at age 87 after a battle with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. By then, he was worth over $30 billion. But his legacy isn't just the resorts or the power. It's the journey. From Dorchester's cracked sidewalks, to the neon glow of the Venetian, to the halls of Congress and the Knesset, Adelson proved that you don't need permission to shape the world, just conviction and a willingness to bet on yourself. Final note: he was called ruthless, calculating, unreasonable. But you know what? You don't change the game by being ordinary. You change it by being relentless. I'm Jim, and this was History Decoded. Subscribe for more stories about the outliers who built the modern world. And remember, sometimes the biggest gamblers don't play at the tables. They own them.